Kama si check manze, kati ongea mambo za do, si pesa, basi namba ni wrong. Namba ni wrong, si ndio?
Number ni wrong. You
know if
it
ain't about the money.
If it ain't about the money, number ni wrong. I mean, you don't call a bank and tunataka tu kubonga. Unapiganga because it's all about business. So as an artist, I treat my thing that I'm doing as a business. So that's why kama si check number ni wrong.
Number ni wrong. Yeah. But welcome to the show. It's so good to have you. Have you missed performing on stage? I know you had a gig, but it's not as frequent as the ones you used to have back then.
Yeah, it's not. But missing it, yeah, I really miss the overcrowded kind of stages. But so yeah, I can't. I say some hakuna shows like tomorrow. Even I have a show, so yeah, it's okay.
Nice. Where are you having your show?
Just here at Westlands at
plug in.
Saying, you pull up. You know this trap.
So tell us where is it? So it's in Westlands where?
It's gonna be at the craft. It's called Trap Fusion. So it's just a couple of the young guys in the streets trying to do their thing, including myself. So we're gonna be shutting it down for the first time, like in a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you something. I don't even think I've ever asked you. Were you brought up in Meru or in between Meru and Nairobi?
Me, I've been born and raised in Nairobi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
I schooled in Meru though. Because my mama alikuwa tu zile, mi wezi kuja Nairobi kusomea huku utaribika. So she had an aunt, a plug, you know what I'm saying? Who was a deputy in the school, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, my schooling was in Meru for my high school term, but other than that, I've spent my whole life in Nairobi.
Okay. So when you started off, we heard you with Tergat Gang.
Yeah.
What happened to Tergat Gang? Is it still there?
It's still there as like affiliates, you know what I'm saying? But everyone had to branch out and then discover themselves individually.
And do their own thing.
Barack, myself, and Dr. Pizza.
Yeah. Do you still talk to Octo? Does he still mentor you?
I do. Mentor? We talk. We're like boys, you know, he's still my big bro, you know. Because, you know, he did things for me that I actually still appreciate. So we still talk. He still gives me a few pointers here and there. But, you know, it is what it is, as I say.
Okay. Now, I didn't know this, but you started rapping when you were 12?
Yes, I did.
12?
12.
What want to rap wapi?
Imagine nilikuwa na rap kwa estate. So one of those guys wala walikuwa so big, that time walikuwa like 18 or something.
Yeah.
Walikuwa like, oh, this boy can spit. I didn't even spit anything. Nilikuwa tu nasema some nasty words. So they were like, oh, hyping me out. So I went for this show at Carnival for the ilikuwa ina host na Oldies or something. So I performed. I was the first one. I won the whole thing. They gave me like 500. Like my boys gave me 500. I'm pretty sure I got a lot, but you know. From that time nilipata hiyo experience ya kupata hiyo wase kunishoutianga. Mimi nilikuwa addicted to the attention, and from hands on, I mean,
So let me tell our viewers something that happened. So I think it was like maybe for a couple of years, 4 years ago, 5 years.
What happened?
3, you were dropping you were dropping an album. Si aibu, si story ya kuchoma. You were dropping an album, and so I had never seen you perform. So it was somewhere, I think in South. I don't remember what it was. Yes, Deep West. So I get there, right? And I'm like, it's going to be a polite gig. I'm here to support him. Though at least ni sisi tuko hapa, like asisikie vibaya. When I get there, it was full. And I saw you on stage and you were like, you reminded me of, I don't even know which rapper. I don't know if it's Travis Scott. I don't know what energy you were channeling, but you were insane.
Thank you.
That was ridiculous. Where do you even get that kind of energy? Do you know how you want to perform on stage? Do you practice before? Because you know rappers, they just stand most of the time. Like there's no effort that goes into the performance bit of it. But you were from this side to that side. I don't know if you crowd surfed. I was like, this is way too lit for me.
For me, the question is why don't you like get into that vibe? I mean, for me, like when I get into stage, like people have heard my song, they know my songs, but when they expect me to see me on stage, they don't expect to see like a performance. They want to see me like turn up, give them the vibe, like bond with the fans. Mimi sija kuja kunichekia tu nikimba ngoma, anajua ngoma yote. But they want to see me wild out, pull someone on stage, jump on them, pour some water. I mean, you're coming to have a good time. You're not coming for a lecture. So that's the only difference I think between me and other artists. I prefer to treat like every other place I'm at with my music as just like the first time or just the last time I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mentality I have all the time.
I like it. Like, this could be my last show, and you leave everything on that stage.
Yes.
You were getting off, you couldn't even breathe. You were sweating.
How many times?
Hey.
How many times?
And you did a very long performance too. Like, it wasn't, I think you did an hour plus.
It was an hour plus, yeah.
It was ridiculous. And you had it marketed, this event, remember? It was just you using your friends, using your social media pages, and the place was full. Like, you had close to, was it 2,000 or 3,000 people there?
It was close to 2,000.
You didn't have any like media company backing you up. I was very, very impressed. A song that you got on stage and people went crazy when you performed it was Cocaina.
Oh, Nairobi. Hey, Nairobi.
Kanairo?
Yeah, Kanairo.
And people lost their minds.
They did.
And I was like, do they know what he's singing about? Do they understand?
You know, most of them don't even understand what I'm saying, but they just like the vibe. Most of the fans, like, I meet up with them, they're like, bro, I like your vibe. I don't even understand all the things you say, but, you know, I appreciate them either way. And don't I find a Jiao.
Yeah. So I want us to talk about something that you shared once, and I was very proud of you for sharing it. And it's a subject that a lot of entertainers don't really speak about because, you know, you just don't want to let people know what's going on. But you talked about addiction. And you talked about codeine addiction, which was a big problem for you. How did you end up kicking the habit? And just tell me how it all started. You
know, as I would say, like, as a lot of things start when you're young, and I say peer pressure for me. For me, it was peer pressure. I used to think, like, if I did some type of things, they would make me be accepted to places I wanted to be, or the cycles I wanted to be in. But the more, the deeper niliingia, nikaona mimi ndo najumiza more, you know what I'm saying? So for me, as a personal decision, niliona hainimeki sense. To me, it's not helping me in any way. I don't feel like, me I like working. Me, I like a 9 to 5, not a 9 to 5, but I like being on the road all the time. So if I feel something I'm using is making me feel like depressed or just on the down, it's not, everything is not for everyone, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I felt this is just destroying me. So I decided just to stop it, you know what I'm saying? For me, health it wasn't the right choice, or even just as a life choice. Yeah, for me, it was just bringing me down, taking me steps back. So I decided, I need something better for my life. Yeah. Very responsible of you. And I like that you said that you are the one who saw that things were just not where they should be for you. And you decided to then stop it yourself. Did you get any help? Did you go to rehab? What did you do? No, actually, I had people I could talk to. Who, actually, I won't lie to you, like the people closest to me, like I would say my family, like the ones I work with, they were one of the very few people who actually told me, like, this is not even necessary. We can actually see you deteriorating, like, from the day one to now. Bro, you need to do something about yourself. And when you see people who care about you, people who look up to you every day, telling you something like that, una feel some type of way. So, yeah, for me, it was even about the pain of, or just the disappointment ya kufanya wasengine feel disappointed in me. Because, I feel like I owe a lot to people who've sacrificed a lot to get me where I'm at. So I don't think I have an opportunity to just fumble everything just because nataka raha. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a life choice, as I said. Yeah. And for me, it was one that I never regret. I love that you said that. I love that you shared it. People make it look like it's cool to do drugs, like it's cool to do this and to do that. Different people handle them differently. Some people get addicted immediately. Some people don't. Some people can work. Some people cannot work. All their money goes into these things, and I'm so glad that you decided to talk about it. So let's discuss Shrap God, okay? Look how far it's come. Oh my days. Oh my days. Nataka kujipigia makofi. Kuna ngoma yako, I think was it in Wrong that you said, by the way, he got the name Shrap God because he's, pioneer, 254 baby. Now, you in the song Wrong, yes, here it is. Walita Shrap ujinga, say ujinga buda inashika. Yeah. When you started off, people were telling you, what's this? This is not. Yeah. Let me ask you, you're telling me it's never been like a norm not to be Kenyan? Because me, I've tried to fit in like so many times, you know what I'm saying? I can tell from where I come from. Trying to fit in has been so hard unless you're part of the other circle, if you know what the other circle is. So when we were doing Shrap, hence me saying those words, most people thought it was like a joke. Si tulikuwa tunacheza. Hakuna mahali tutaenda because hatuna back, you know, maybe hatujaona just outside the border ama beyond the border nini kwa hapo. But once tuliona, I mean, we took the initiative upon ourselves, siku kutoka place nye tuko tusionyesha wase wengine kenye iko. Si tulionyesha wase wengine where the light is. And wase wengine walipenda. That's what tunaambia say. Walitoshrapu ujinga, say ujinga ndo inashika. Because everyone else, which is the majority, saw the possibility that they never used to see in us. You know what I'm saying? And that possibility ndo tunaambia wase wengi sahi unaiona. Most people, well, sahi, most youngins in Kenya right now are doing shrap. Not acknowledge it, I don't care.
That's fine.
But you're doing it.
It's the movement.
That's it.
It's happening. Same thing that people said about Gengetone. And they were like, no, this thing will just die now. What is this they're doing? At Chafugani wanasema drilling. I'm like, but I feel like it's the same thing that people have been doing from way back when. We have like, you know, traditional songs like a Mungidi jam or like a Rumba jam. Like the words, the things they're saying.
Nastier than even
are
nasty. But, you know. But I mean, I don't know. Me, I don't like to talk foul, but if we can talk foul, ntarnongea. You know what I'm saying? But I think the best thing we can do is not trying to bring down these kids, but show them a way they can better themselves. If you say hiki to see poor for your industry, then show them how it's supposed to be other than bringing them down. It's it's just brought umerudisha kijana mwingine mwenye alikuwa na opportunity back to the hood, back to the struggles. And if you feel good about yourself about that, I think you're just something I can't mention on air.
Yeah,
you know
you're sad. Yeah. You're very sad, and you need to stop that. People are trying to get out of a life of crime. They're trying to make something for themselves. They're trying to help their fam. You know, so if it doesn't work for you, it's okay. Then just check the next song. You know, look for a Diamond song. It's okay. You can't be everyone's cup of tea. I love that one. The same. Ni ukweli. Just kama mina kubambi ni sawa. Kila mtu hawezi kukubamba. Kila mtu hawezi kukubamba. Now let's talk about. So you've done collabs with pretty much everyone. I was looking through online and you've worked with them. You've worked with Benzema, Raj, very many people. The OG, Kali, Octo, Saru, Groovy Joe, Brida, Mviri. Names were very, very many. Is there anyone you still want to jump in the booth with?
Yeah, I still have like a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like the legends, the guys who came before me, the guys who are still coming up. There's this young girl, what's her name? Nikita Kering. God. Yeah. Jesus. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, the future is bright. I mean, we're just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Now, the biggest collab right now that you've done, Dovuniku. How did that happen?
You know, management, you know, and the vibe. So my boy saw something, saw an opportunity, linked me up, I vibed with the boy, and then the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to talk about the nitty-gritty, but it happened. But shout out to the boy, the management, shout out to Musao Momo, he made it happen. Shout out to Crispa for allowing me to be on the verse, but it was a nice track and I really appreciate him for having me on that one.
Nice. So for people who don't know, who is Musao? Give him his flowers. Where is he? Is he here with us in studio right now?
He's a ghost. Apena nkunganga pele ya camera. Sijana camera shy, you know what I'm saying? But Musao Momo, that's my manager. Shout out to my brother, my day one. If you want to link up, holla at me first, you know what I'm saying? Mahari lazima ulipe kwanza.
Mahari lipo, Now, nasikia Wanjiru ako single, si ndio? Hii ngoma, whether you like it or not, unajua saa zingine ukiandikanga hizi lines ufikiri zitaenda viral hivyo. Na ikaenda viral, ikatembea, ikawa na miguu, ikawa na ikafly. People started doing these, you know, TikToks from all over the world. It just became bigger than your own jam.
Yeah.
It was owned by the people. Who is Wanjiru though? I want to know who's Wanjiru.
You know who Wanjiru is. I'm not going to tell who Wanjiru is. I don't want to get into trouble or get anyone into trouble. But Wanjiru is Wanjiru.
Yeah, okay. So
the Wanjiru.
The Wanjiru. So tomorrow, right here on NTV, Wanjiru. I plead
the fifth. Maybe I have someone at home who doesn't want me talking about all of this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you don't want to get in trouble?
I don't want to get into trouble. I got into a lot of trouble last time, so I think once is okay.
Once is fine. Yeah. Once is kwa shida. Uachwe. Once anafanya ni baridi Nairobi sahi, si ndio?
This is an baridi.
Now, you want to change your style, switch it up a bit from being a gangster to some 60s, 70s vibe. Is that true?
People say that I've never been a gangster. I'm like a polite person who likes who doesn't like violence or whatever. So the 90s, 60s, no, I don't want to do the 90s. I want to bring back the 2000s. from the Kenyan industry. That's what I want, because that's what ilini bring up, na nilikuwa addicted to it, you know what I'm saying? The boom boom bars, na kusikiza zile ngoma za Keroro, ile Daniela, you know what I'm saying? Those are my jams. I want to bring that back with a little bit of the new oomph.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is 90s that we're going to, you know, so the Issa era.
Yeah, those are 2000 though.
Klepto, they just started, I think. Yeah. It was a good time. Man.
That was a
Issa
really
had
good
that
time.
first album, the one album from Issa, it's a masterpiece.
You know what I'm saying? So bringing that shit back, oh my God.
All right, so what are you working on now? Can you tell us what you're working on or no?
Yeah, okay, it's all right. I have something coming up for the ladies, and I'm saying we've been in a situation where most of the guys keep on saying that trappers or just the Kenyan musicians, we don't appreciate women in a way. We just like having them on our videos twerking and everything. So I wanna bring something different. It's called Oyamami. So you guys watch out. I'll be bringing something new to you guys. No,
nice.
I won't announce anything, but yeah, just expect it.
That's enough, though. That's enough.
That's enough.
Thank you for not getting into trouble tonight. And thank you so much for coming through, Boutros.
Thank you for having me.
I am super proud of what you've achieved so
Thank
far,
you.
and I can't wait for people to fall in love with this talented young rapper that I have known for a long time. Please make sure that you follow him online, Boutros_Munene. Tell them.
Yo, they better follow me, Boutros_Munene on Instagram, Boutros Munene on Twitter, Boutros Munene on where YouTube, just everywhere. So Boutros Munene utapata mingine. No sawa, ukiacha demu yako karibu na mimi, unatokwa.
Ndio hivyo. Thank you, Boutros.